Okay. So what is your name and age?
My name is Jeannie. Last name too.
Jeannie's fine, I
Jeannie,
think.
and I am 51.
And so as we get older, a few things are like vision and joint pain are some signs that people get in midlife. So what are some visible signs of aging that you have noticed that are happening at this time in your life?
Well, I need glasses to see things close up. Um, and that's been going on for like the last 2 to 3 years. I don't sleep very well. Other than that, no, that's no joint pain. Thank goodness.
Say, and then, so in midlife crisis, or not crisis, but in midlife, people tend to have better tact knowledge, which is like a understanding of everything, but tend to be able to, I guess, maybe not memorize everything as well as some other people. Oops, that was supposed to be for the next question, but does your family have any hereditary heart problems, cancer, hypertension, diabetes? Are you aware of any signs or symptoms of these problems?
My mother has hypertension. My paternal grandfather had heart disease.
No.
There isn't anything in the direct family as far as cancer and blood disease. What'd you say?
Just any other health problems, so we're good there. If, like I said, memorizing and understanding, younger kids tend to be able to understand or memorize things more, where midlife people tend to be able to have a fuller understanding of problems or scenarios, it seems, but maybe takes them a little bit longer to, like I said, memorize if they're going to school or whatever. Since entering this stage of life, have you noticed any cognitive / intellectual decline in how you make decisions or remember things?
Not too much, but that may be because I'm back in school. And so, whereas when I started back into school, it was a little bit more difficult, but then the more I do it, the more it comes back. I have noticed a big difference in the way kids handle technology and the way I handle technology. It takes me a little bit more to figure it out than it does them. I tend to need to do things more hands-on.
So in the last 30 years, singles have went up by about 25%, and relationships tend to change a little bit at this age. And so, like, how have your relationships changed with others entering into this stage of life, like your spouse, significant other, parents, children's, coworkers, and neighbors, or any of the above?
I don't get involved in much drama. And I also tend not to be too bothered by what other people think of what I'm doing. And I think that's really a direct result of being older, because I used to. My husband and I we're more comfortable. We're not quite as flirty, but we've been married 27 years, so we're pretty comfortable with each other. My relationship with friends it's like I'm kind of in a in-between stage. Hanging out with more family than friends, because a lot of them were younger than I am, and we went different career paths.
So, middle adulthoods tend to become more agreeable and have a little bit of a decline in openness, and maybe feel a little more comfortable with things. So, like, what is your career at this time, and are you comfortable with the content of your career, and then, why not?
I'm a special education teacher, but it is kind of a second career for me. I was a stay-at-home mom first, and this was a second degree that I went after. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable in it. I like working with the kids. So.
And then, do you want to advance or change your career in the future?
No, I think this is pretty much where I'm going to stay.
And then, midlife people, once again, like, they tend to gain weight and with health issues or whatever. And then, so what life cycle choices have made the strongest impact on your health status, like exercise, diets, habits, etc.?
I think I eat more sweets and junk food than I used to, and that's definitely something I need to work on.
Say, if you could change any choices from the past, what lifestyle choices would you have changed? Would you change?
I think I would have stayed with a more regular exercise routine. It's a little bit harder to get back into when you're not doing it.
And then obviously at this age, people tend to start going through either menopause or midlife crisis, things like that. Do you predict, will you have any, or have you felt any experiences of a quote midlife crisis, or how do their answers compare to a typical development middle school found in your resources? Please explain. I don't know what that one's about. So, do you predict you will have any, or have felt like you will have any midlife crisis?
No, I don't think I've got too much of as far as relationships and personality. I don't think there's too much of a midlife crisis, but I've seen the decline in the vision and some of the normal signs that a woman my age would have with getting older and the menstrual cycle and stuff. Yes, I've started seeing some of that. But
Alrighty, and that's all of our questions for today. Thank you.